Well, hello everybody, and welcome to week 4 of the April online program for the alumni of the Sunshine Coast Health Center here in Powell River, British Columbia. And this month, April's online program, we've been talking about the drug experience. What is it like to be high? What's the meaning of being intoxicated? And so far we've dealt with Henry James, or keep calling him by his brother's name, William James. Henry James is a great novelist. William James, the philosopher and psychologist. So William James talked about what it was like to be drunk, calling it a variety of religious experience. And he gives a particular example of you can see through the mysteries of life and what he calls a reconciliation between life's opposites, God and the devil, right and wrong, good and bad, depression, happiness, which to an outsider makes no sense at all, and they think you're just being an idiot. But to someone who's intoxicated, according to William James, that you can actually see deeper and deeper, layer below layer, into the mysteries of life. And we talked about that U.S. State Department researcher who was fascinated with why crack addicts found such great appeal in crack cocaine, and discovering these feelings like I was Superman, or the feeling that I could think better and life was wonderful. And that one example that he got, that I had found what I'd always been searching for, this profound experience. And today, or in the last one we dealt with last week, was the idea that when you were high on drugs, you could get this cosmic consciousness, feel this connection with the universe, find your part in the bigger scheme of things. So those are three pretty powerful attractions for the drug experience, and this yearning to use the drug to be able to feel those things, right? So if all that's true, we should be able to find it in the clients at Sunshine Coast, right? And so I don't know if you remember this, but I used to ask people all the time, what's it like to be high? And got my little list of things people have told me, and there's these experiences, for example, this is the way I was meant to feel. One fellow said, it gave me a break from always having to do things for other people. It got rid of all the stress and worry so I could do what I wanted. I could feel myself. I could do things that fascinate me. And this guy actually was a crack addict, and he said, I could think about things that were of interest to me, some deep stuff. And another routine one, actually, I loved how fast I could think, right? I was a really good thinker when I was high. And other typical things I've heard, I love listening to music stone. It's just so rich and fills me up. I mean, those are pretty typical things that I get all the time when I ask the clients here. And if you think about these things I've just described, these comments the fellows have made, these really do match what we've heard with William James, what we heard with the researcher with the crack cocaine, with Gerald Ledane from that Royal Commission, and from Eugene O'Neill, and our clients here are no different. And when we listen to these people, then we get a sense of how they feel alive under the influence, like what is so appealing to them. And that's important for recovery, because if they're getting these incredible feelings from the drug, it is a very big clue about what they're going to have to do in recovery in order to actually survive without the substances, right? And so people who do not pay attention to the drug high, who dismiss it or think, oh, I just did it because I was angry, or I just drank a lot because it reduced stress. No. Maybe it's much more than that. Maybe you used it to get this altered state of consciousness, right? All those things we described, I felt like Superman, or life came alive, or this is the way I was meant to feel. All of those powerful feelings that accompany the altered state. And if you know that this is part of the power of the drug, part of the power of the addiction, then this should influence how you plan to do your recovery. Because if your recovery consists of, oh, geez, okay, I'm going to go to 3 meetings a week, and I'll go talk to my counselor because I've got all these anger issues, and I'll eat right, get lots of sleep, then maybe that stuff isn't going to address what these thinkers and what the clients here have told us is perhaps the key to the drug experience, right? These incredible feelings. And so you might consider doing something in your recovery that will actually allow you to feel like that, whatever that looks like. As you know, because you were clients here at Sunshine Coast, is that we put a lot of energy into helping you find a roadmap to find a life that makes you feel alive, that fills you up, and gave you clues like being the author of your life, living for something bigger than you are, and all that sort of thing, right? That's intended to get you to a place where you can wake up in the morning and say, oh my Lord, did you see that sunset? It was unbelievable. Or you could see something and it will actually blossom with meaning. Or you could do something, do some hobby, and be so absorbed by it, it's giving you this incredible experience. So a lot of what we do here is to aid and help you in achieving that. Anyway, that's our online program for April, and we'll be back in May with another one. And by the way, don't forget the roadshow if you can. Talk to you later.